The next step is to add the image to the page. Now, before you add an image into your web page, you are more than likely going to be asked to edit that image in a certain way. In this instance, you've been given the dimensions, so 512 wide by 512 high, the file size limit, and the file type that it has to be. Now, in order to do this, you need to go into Fireworks. In Fireworks, set up the document, so create a new Fireworks document and set that to be the size that you want it to be. So in this instance, it's 512 by 512. And then we're going to go ahead and import that. So we're going to go Import and find the image that we are working with. So navigate through to the folder where your work is saved. Go into the Assets folder, Images, and the image in this case is simply called Image 1. This is the one we're going to work with. Press Open, and you get the little right angle there, and that represents the top left hand corner of your image. So we're going to drag this across. Now, this isn't going to be the same size as our document, so I'm going to start slightly outside in this little grey area and drag this down. Now, I am going to lose part of this picture, but it's better to lose part of the image and have it look right than to try and squash it in. But what you can do is you can move it around and decide which part it is that you want to actually get rid of. Once you've got the image the size that you want it to be, you need to have a look at your file type and file size. So in this case, the file type is JPEG, the file type is the file type is JPEG, the file size is 250 kilobytes. So we're going to go to File and Export Wizard, and we're going to type in the maximum size we're allowed this image to be, so 250. We're going to press Continue. It's going on the web, so we press Continue again, and then we press Exit on this one. Now it's going to recommend a format here, but that might not be the correct format. So you need to have a look. This top image here is the one that's going to be exported. Make sure the file type is correct, so in this case it is. If not, you can change it from this folder. You then need to check the file size. So in this case, look, 225, that's below the 250. If that was too high, you can bring the quality down on a JPEG, and that will reduce it. You can push it up, but that will make it too big in this case, so we need to find a good balance. So somewhere 95 is pretty high, so 160 there is plenty low enough. We're then going to go ahead and press Export, and you're going to make sure you navigate through to the correct folder. Don't assume that Fireworks is going to put it in the same folder that you opened it up from. Once you're in your folder, go into Assets and go into Images and give it a name that you're going to understand. So I'm going to call this Image 1 Edited so that I can tell the two apart, and I'm going to press Save. Now that that's exported, I can put this into Dreamweaver. So if I go into Dreamweaver, click where I want it to be, then I'm going to go to Insert. This is just a regular image, so it doesn't do anything, so it's not a button or it's not a nav bar, so it's just a normal image. Go into my Images folder and find the image that I've just edited. Press OK, and then I'll be asked to put in some alt text. So it's just a brief description of what this is. So I'm going to call this Parade Photo. I'm going to press OK, and then if it pushes the line across, I can just pull this back across like this, and there's the image.